Welcome to my channel and another book review. This time Chris Mooney's The Republican Brain. The science of why they deny science and therefore reality. Now, I don't entirely agree with everything he says, but on two key points, he is undoubtedly correct because we've seen it. They're not open, mentally open, to new experiences, changing modes of thought, or new information. This does not stop them from trying to prevent using this information. It's just that they use it in such a ham-handed way that you know they don't know what they're talking about. This is evident. The other point I agree with is that they are emotionally invested in what they already know. It seems that learning is so difficult that once they are taught something, they will not stray from this, because integrating the new in with the old and being uncertain as to what is relevant, what is interesting, what has proven correct, they find unsettling. They have some emotional need for clear, straight guidance that they can easily understand. They hate not knowing. So, when we argue facts, I'm sorry, they won't listen. They refuse to listen because, that's socialist or communist or whatever. Please. They don't like a changing world. They don't like a changing society. They like this mythical past in which they feel they've grown up. They want to live as their great-grandparents lived. They want to live in the 15th century. You know, they want certainty and guidance and irrefutability. Well, yes, this does not mean, however, that they aren't capable of intelligent thought. No. And they can be perfectly happy with innovation. But their heart is sold to daddy. And having sold their heart to daddy, they got to stick with him. This is not to say that Democrats don't have their faults. Of course, everyone has their faults. But the Democrats don't go running around denying that the climate is getting hotter. And if you can abandon your preconceived notions regarding left and right and actually look at the facts based on reality, reproducible science, and so forth, you will see that regardless of what religion people have, regardless of what political end of the spectrums are residing upon, certain things are happening. One thing I have noticed is pettiness. For example, we all remember Phyllis Schlafly, don't we? Yes, well, she had a son, and he started Conservativepedia, full of alternate facts. Why? Because he got his BVDs in a twist by the fact that Wikipedia stopped using BCAD on dates and began doing BCE and CE on their dates. Before current era, current era. Because, of course, everyone in the world follows Christianity, don't they? Well, no. So here again we see a degree of pettiness in the fact that they're oh so terribly concerned about having their feelings hurt. Oh, I don't have a religion that's like any other religion. I have a religion and everything else is superstition. What kind of an egotist? Really? Excuse me? That's what I mean by pettiness. It goes along with Phyllis. Oh, we're all going to use unisex bathrooms. Excuse me? What did you have in your house? Did you have 2 bathrooms with little cute little symbols on the doors? Oh, come on, please. People I've heard got upset because, oh, I read a book and it just, oh, it invalidated my entire life. Really? So that element of petty in there. Now, if they had read Aristotle's Ethics, they would have known pettiness is a vice and should not be indulged in. And I'm sad to say that our current commander-in-chief is exceedingly afflicted with all 3 of these characteristics. Not open-minded, emotionally invested, and exceedingly petty. So, yes, based upon the reality that the majority of people in this nation, and yes, we are the majority, see in Republicans, who despite their best efforts have proven themselves not to be fiscally responsible, and haven't since Reagan, they aren't fiscally responsible. They do not understand math. It is that simple. So I'm sorry, but no. The Republican brain is recommended for those who want to learn how to speak to Republicans. You must emotionally bring them along. Emotionally address the topic. Emotionally. Do they think this is fair? Do they think this is right? Have a compelling story for them. For example, how would you feel if you yourself was castigated and shown to be some horrible creature in a totally false bunch of propaganda for the past 30 years? How would you feel about that being done to you? It's what you did to Hillary. Now, does that strike you as something that you should have done, that you should have believed, that you should have just taken on board and said, oh, yes? So, you see, compelling stories can be done by both sides. Anyway, the book is rather old. However, it's still useful. I would suggest a update because of the prime example we have sitting in the White House now, that perhaps some people might want to put a little more thought into their political choices. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and please do come again.